Alright, second video of the day, December 1st. I turned 37 on the 3rd in 2 days. So, but I got my other videos still uploading. It'll take another 2 hours or more. And just pumping them out. Got another topic to talk about and stuff. Try to make this short, you know, and get that uploaded and not bullshit so much. Talking about porn use. You know, those of you and myself included, not gonna lie, hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm admitting stuff and on my camera, on my phone, and everywhere I post. I'm not gonna hide nothing, my feelings anymore, or anything, because I want to be able to relate with everybody else out there. I'm not perfect. I'm a guy, single, not married, not with anybody, no kids. So when you're not married and you're single, it's tough. You need somebody. You need something, you know, and to keep, and especially keep stuff flowing and moving and help the prostate, you know, for guys and that. For girls, I mean, it's other things, and keeping your bitchiness down, the stress down, and stuff like that. You know, you need it too. We all need the sex and need something. Pleasure yourself, play with yourself, do whatever you gotta do. 58% of people, Americans, have viewed porn, apparently, in general. 27% of people looked at it or probably used it in the last month. I don't just sit there and watch it, you know, or watch it all day long. I ain't got time for that. That is stupid, boring. You're frying your brain just like weed and other stuff. Why the fuck would you sit there and watch it for 2 hours or all day, you know, when there's shit to do out there? Just get off your ass and go do something. Whether you're married or not married and that, just don't even watch the shit. But there's a difference where you're actually using it to pleasure yourself. You know, for us men, some of us that actually use it for a purpose, and then delete it, take it off the screen, and that's it. And then continue on your day. I'm not laying there, you know, or sitting there, you know, or at the desk and watching it, you know, like a loser. Okay? Just like anything else. 69% of men are watching it over the 40% of women out there. 18 to 34 years of age are the higher rates. And then as far as adolescents go, I guess, the average age of first exposure to porn is 11 years old. It's not good. Either because they're smart, they find some kind of link, they find it and they know how to get to it, or they watch their parents do it, or if you're one of the bad parents that have it in the search thing or leave it on the phone or who knows what, and they find it, you know, or you're talking about it, you know, or especially, you know, with your wife and your kids hear about it. Just the word porn alone, that's not good for kids to hear, or teenagers. Just that word. Then they'll go and look it up. Okay, we got smartphones, iPhones or Galaxies or Samsungs and stuff. You know, the parents are letting the kids have an iPhone or some kind of smartphone, Galaxy, probably at age 11, okay? 12, 13, 14. Not good. Because the more shit they hear, whether it's in the house with you guys or with whoever you are out there, or outside or at school, they will search it. They'll get on the phone and type it up. Just the word porn, just anything, or just the word drugs. They're gonna look this shit up. And then guess what? All kinds of shit pops up. One thing leads to another. It's not good. So it's so at 11 year, average age like 11 years old, it's 66% of boys and 39% of females, in a sample, I guess, of 1,000 adolescents. Like take a group of 1,000 kids, I guess, in a study, and that's how much is looking at porn. 66% of boys, 39% of girls looking at that. I barely use it anymore. I'm, in my late 30s. I don't want to be looking at the shit, using it. I never wanted to, but, due to stress and sexual tension, sexual health, and everything else, I mean, what choice do you got? You go to the store and blow money on stuff. That gets old too. It all gets old. Nothing's the same as the real thing, something real. Okay? What's meant to be, and why God gave us penises and vaginas and everything else. Have kids or have sex with each other and relieve stress, help the heart, sexual health, cardiovascular health, reduces anxiety, all kinds of shit. It's a no-brainer. Just like jogging, running, exercising. It's still exercise, and exercise for the heart. Doing it as long as you can, no matter what age. Alright, so switching gears here, besides porn, Playboy magazines, the sales have dropped, I guess, tremendously. I'm just looking this shit up for the purpose of the video. I don't give a fuck about the Playboy magazines or nothing, but I don't buy them, never bought them. My dad's had them, his brother and my uncle had them, and they were married, okay? You're married and you got Playboy magazines. That's not good, because either your wife is not pretty or not attractive to you, or you lose that interest, in your marriage and your wife or partner, I guess, and then you gotta go out and buy Playboy magazines. Well, you're with the wrong person. You're with the wrong person. That they gotta do that. It's not really infidelity. It can lead to infidelity, I think, but it leads to problems and loss of interest, and for sex and everything else, because you're looking at something that might look better or look more appealing and stuff, and it gets you aroused more, or when you're whacking off and stuff. And just like porn, you're looking at porn, it's all appealing to you. It looks better than who you're with or what you see out there, but the bottom line is it comes down to being bad for your brain, bad for us, and you become more or less sensitized. You desensitize yourself. You're less stimulated during real sex and everything, and there's studies out there you can Google. It's not good. It desensitizes us, and then the sex is less interesting and sensual to you and everything else. But in 1975, it was 5.6 million in sales. It dropped down to 740,000 in sales in 2018. It dropped down to 800,000 in sales in 2015, and then down to 400,000 in sales in 2017. It just keeps coming down. Again, you can look up free porn and stuff and don't even need to buy a Playboy magazine. There's hardly anybody good anyway modeling, and but most people got bigger boobs and tits now and bigger asses now versus 1970s, 80s, and 90s. Everything's bigger now, but not always, good looking. People got, girls got curves and shit, big ass and big tits, but depends how nice looking it is and how appealing to you it looks. or a porn model, or just a general model in general. But, all those factors in, but um, all that is just out, going down out the window. I mean, the guy died, Hugh Hefner, he died, he's gone. There's nobody else doing it like that. It's just owned by, I don't know, I think investor people or whoever the hell it is. But it's just less and less, It all comes down to, I guess, appealingness, what we like anymore, and how often we want sex or have sex, how often we're turned on by stuff. Erections and everything else are factored in. But if everybody's stressed and, or we're depressed and everything, that drops down the erections. Erectile dysfunction and everything's down, because of depression and stress and worrying about money and everything else, or kids and stuff, so everything's down. It's not like it used to be. All that stuff were ideas back in the day. Let's do some photo shoots. Let's do a Playboy company and have magazines. That was Hugh Hefner's idea. Just an idea. Let's produce porn and stuff, and have sex workers and stuff, so it can turn people on. People can whack off or play with themselves in the bedroom or use it in their relationships. Let's do that and mess with people's brains. That's just like a drug. You're stimulating yourself, just like my brain, stimulating it, getting everything fired up, the dopamine and stuff, and then you release and you do, stuff like that with your body, and it just fucks up your brain like a drug. Then you want more and more and more of it. Not me, it's just, as needed. So I don't know what constitutes and counts as a porn addiction. It's if you're watching it at least 3 hours a day or all day or every day, that's bad, not good, or every other day. Depends how often you're watching it, using it, and relying on it and stuff like that, just like a drug. If it's every day, or every other day and stuff like that, it depends what counts as an addiction, but it is an addiction. It's the way it is, no doubt about it. That's why you go to the sex shops and they got all this stuff, and that costs money, and it's closer to being real. You can buy an ass, you can buy this and that, and pocket stuff, and it's closer to being real than, looking at something on the phone or using your hand, guy or girl, using your hand. That's all we got. Or you go to the store and buy stuff. It's sad that we got to do these things because we can't even be with somebody half the time, or we break up, with somebody or get a divorce, shit don't work out, and we're back to being single. I've been single a long time. I mean, nothing really counts. 6-month long relationship and stupid bullshit. And messing around, having sex with a girl addicted to meth. And she finally got sober and stuff like that, but the fact of the matter is giving money away and losing out and stuff, and it messes up your life. But it's sad that we got to go through this, for sexual health and pleasure and stress and everything, and when real is better. Having a real thing is better. So, I don't know. But stuff is dropping, and but the porn is still out there circulating. It will never go away because there's a lot of money in that. And girls get into it at 19, 18 years old, 20, and then they want to get out of it, and then they feel all bad and sinful and gross about it. It's like, well, don't even fucking do it. Don't get into it, okay? Just do it with your boyfriend or husband or whatever. And it's a tough thing. If you have a partner that sticks with you and keeps the spark and everything else, or, stripper girlfriend or whatever, that wears the sexy clothes and stuff and keeps the spark, well, then you don't need any of that. You'll never have to use porn. You won't have to use a fucking thing. You need spark. Somebody give you spark. That's, you know, the way it is with life. Have some spark. That's why people are broken up and divorced and cheating, because there's no spark, there's no interest, there's no nothing. Nobody gives a shit and can't help each other out. So, like and subscribe and share, and check out my pages on the Facebook. The Awakening on Facebook, and I'll list the other ones on there. I'm on TikTok and Instagram, so I'll upload this too and not make it too damn long. I got another one still uploading in process.